what's going on, guys? It's Cynical and welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, we have some juicy E3 news to talk about today, baby. Because last night Square Enix took to Twitter to officially announce their 2018 E3 Square Enix Showcase. Now, this is pretty exciting, mainly because it's been a very long time since Square Enix last actually had like a show or a pre-show for E3 where they step forward to announce and reveal new IPs, new game updates, and all of that cool stuff from themselves. Now, the last time we actually received something like this was actually back in 2015. You guys will remember that Square Enix actually ended up having their very own conference at E3. But since then, Square Enix have been sort of quiet on the home front in terms of having their own sort of live-streamed show to announce new stuff, or of course actually having a conference at E3 itself. It's been since 2015 since we last saw something like that. However though, 2018's E3 is going to mean that we are going to be receiving a Square Enix showcase, which is going to be an exclusively live-streamed event where Square Enix will reveal their upcoming games and future games that are currently in the pipeline. Now, I just want to mention this because I've already seen a lot of different gaming news articles basically talking about this, and with them claiming the fact that yes, Square Enix will be having a conference presence at E3 this year. To save any sort of confusion, guys, this thing right here is not an E3 conference. So as you guys can see, this is happening on Monday the 11th of June, and this will be happening around the same time as the other different developer conferences going on as well. But the main reason why this gets me so excited is just mainly because it's been such a long time since we last received a conference or a showcase from Square, and finally in 2018 we are receiving one. Now, this does make a lot of sense, mainly because of the fact that Square Enix do have a lot of upcoming titles releasing in 2018. But not only that, of course, titles that are in the future pipeline as well. So basically for today, I wanted to sit down and talk about this specifically and talk about my predictions and what I feel that Square Enix will reveal for E3 of this year. This is obviously going to be a big year for Square Enix, and I'm sure they have a lot of different juicy surprises that are waiting inside of this showcase. So let's start off with Kingdom Hearts 3. I think without a doubt Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be the star of the show. This is Square Enix's single biggest title release of 2018, but without a doubt I definitely believe that Kingdom Hearts 3 will appear throughout Square Enix's showcase. However though, like we have been talking about over these past sort of couple of months, the very first Kingdom Hearts World Tour Orchestra Encore show will be happening in LA on June 9th, and I still feel like this is a very viable place for Square Enix to step forward to reveal something new to do with Kingdom Hearts 3, but if of course that doesn't happen at the orchestra, then I heavily believe that Kingdom Hearts 3 will show up throughout this showcase, most likely with a brand new trailer and of course that juicy release date. I believe Kingdom Hearts 3 is like a no-brainer. I definitely feel like it's going to show up throughout this. So let's move on to the next title, that being Left Alive. So Left Alive is a brand new IP from Square Enix. This actually got announced last year at E3 and I'm really looking forward to this. It's a third-person shooter and the art director is the exact same dude who did all of the art for the Metal Gear Solid series, and you see this heavily within Left Alive. I really like the style. I can't wait to actually see more. This is also going to be another big release from Square Enix this year, as it is set to release in 2018. But as of right now, it's kind of a mystery title because we have a little bit of gameplay and we know exactly what this is, but we haven't seen too much of Left Alive, even though it's meant to be releasing this year. So I'm sure that Square Enix is going to be going all out for Left Alive within their showcase, showing us much more gameplay, explaining different aspects and mechanics of the game. I'm really looking forward to it. Next up is the Avengers Project. So wow, it's been a little while since we last heard anything to do with the Avengers Project. This is being developed by Crystal Dynamics, which is a sub-studio of Square Enix. And a lot of people are interested about this for like very good reason. Like Marvel is the biggest thing at the moment, especially with the release of Infinity War, and I definitely feel like because Infinity War is just such a huge thing at the moment, like all eyes are pretty much set on Marvel, with June being next month and E3 going on, I definitely feel like Square Enix would be silly not to include any kind of new updates or maybe a new trailer to do with the upcoming Avengers Project. This is without a doubt a massive IP that Square Enix are taking on board, and if they end up doing this right, this could be very successful for the company, because it has been quite some time since we we last really heard anything to do about this project. And to the point we actually haven't seen any gameplay to do with this project, I feel like E3 2018 is going to serve us up a nice hot batch of the Avengers Project. Hopefully gameplay. I really do want to see some gameplay. It's been described as a cover-based third-person shooter, so it's kind of sounding a little bit like Gears of War. But is it like Gears of War? I need to know. Next is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh my god, boys. We are grasping onto the fact that Square Enix need to show us something new because, dude, it has been such a long time. 2015 actually was the last time we received a brand new trailer for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now we do have to keep in mind that this remake project is being directed by Tetsuya Nomura, who of course we also know is currently directing Kingdom Hearts 3. Now I feel like the Final Fantasy VII Remake project will really step up in development once Kingdom Hearts 3 is finished. A lot of the different developers from the Osaka studio who are currently working on Kingdom Hearts 3 will likely move over to the Final Fantasy VII Remake studio to help out and assist with that once the development of 3 is done. There has also been a lot of drama between Square Enix and CyberConnect, who is the partner developer behind the Final Fantasy VII Remake. At this point in time, basically CyberConnect is no longer actually working on the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Square Enix are doing it all by themselves. Now, due to this tension between the two companies, this has actually created a lot of delay behind the development of the game. I really do hope that we get to see a small little tease or update to do with this game at E3 of this year, because it just simply has been so long since we've seen anything really substantial to do with the Final Fantasy VII Remake. We still don't exactly know like too much about this game either. We know that it's episodic, we know that the combat is going to be real-time, but not as real-time as Kingdom Hearts, but a little bit faster than Final Fantasy 15. Otherwise though, really information is pretty scarce towards the remake, so I know that a lot of hardcore fans are grasping onto the thought of Square Enix stepping forward to give us a decent and significant update towards this project. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, without a doubt, I feel like this will be showing up at E3 one way or another. This actually got announced and revealed a couple of weeks ago, so this will likely be a strong vocal point for Square Enix at E3 this year. I definitely feel like we will be seeing much more of the Shadow of the Tomb Raider at E3. The World Ends With You final remix for the Nintendo Switch. So this got announced a couple of months ago and it literally had people dancing. Oh hell yeah, dude, fucking The World Ends With You. It's been years since we've seen anything to do with this IP, but finally it's back in the camera spotlight, except it's a remaster for the Switch. It ain't number 2. You know what, it's good enough. So far, there's only been a bunch of screenshots, a little bit of information, and of course one trailer of this Switch remaster of The World Ends With You that originally released on the Nintendo DS. So I definitely feel like The World Ends With You final remix will have a presence at Square Enix's E3 showcase this year, likely with a brand new trailer and with some new information. Final Fantasy 15 DLC. So it was announced at PAX East 2018 that Final Fantasy 15's DLC is going to continue through until 2019. Yes, we're going to be receiving another 3 more DLC episodes, and the first one being Episode Arden. I definitely feel like Episode Arden will probably get a trailer, an actual true trailer, at E3 this year, showing us a little bit of gameplay and some story aspects and all that kind of stuff. I definitely do want to talk about this Final Fantasy 15 DLC in further detail at some point, so be on the lookout for that. But yes, I definitely feel like the start of the Episode Arden advertisement will begin at E3. And last up is just basically some new IPs, some surprise announcements, and some Switch titles. Not too long ago, we were actually talking about how Square Enix are very, very interested to take on board the Switch technology and to start, of course, making titles and games for the Switch. So, because of the fact that the Switch has actually been out for over a year now, it's likely that because Square Enix do have this interest in the system, we might actually end up seeing a few remasters, remakes, ports being brought over from Square Enix's library to the Nintendo Switch. I mean, one thing that we are always holding on to is, of course, the Kingdom Hearts games being put onto the Switch. It's definitely possible, but of course it is time-consuming, as a lot of optimization would need to be taken into account. And the same thing can also be said for the Final Fantasy games. I know a lot of people definitely do want Final Fantasy titles on their Switch. For example, Final Fantasy 12 or Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. Again, like, this is possible, it's just very time consuming due to optimization. But if Square Enix do have a strong enough interest in the system, which from the seams of it they do, then I think something like this isn't totally impossible. So maybe we will end up seeing some titles from Square Enix's library being ported over to the Switch, hopefully this year at E3, if not some brand new IPs specifically for the Switch. That'd be super cool. But guys, that's all for today. I just wanted to sit down and talk about my predictions for the E3 2018 Square Enix showcase. I generally always do a hopes and predictions video for E3, the overall event, not just singularly focusing on one developer in particular. But because of the fact that finally this year Square Enix are having their very own showcase, I thought we'd sit down and do a Square Enix predictions. Super excited to see exactly what Square Enix has in store for us for this year, as well as later on down the pipeline. I cannot wait to see more of Kingdom Hearts 3, that is like a no-brainer. And of course, I'm really hoping that Square Enix do step forward with a long-awaited Final Fantasy VII Remake update. It's just been too long, come on Square. And I'm really hoping that we do see more of that Avengers Project. It's looking cool, it's sounding cool, but we need to hear more information and see more footage to basically make an assumption behind that. But however guys, that's all for today. I've been Cynical. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are you guys looking forward to when it comes to Square Enix and E3 this year? I would love to know. However guys, hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Hit them on the page, you'll be coming through stunning. Go dead my mouth when you suckers be bluffing. Milk crank, gaming up the bitch though. Catch me in the back playing Super Nintendo.